to just be the dominator and fear all of everyone. I think people used to really goddamn hate Huskar, but now he's not that big a deal. I mean, he is definitely finding his niche still. I don't really know what the hero is supposed to achieve. He can still be that raid boss status sometimes, but it's very much harder for him to get there. I think mostly the times we see Huskar is when he really hard counters somebody at mid. And that's not the case this game, so clearly this just Flowers like a hero they like Ush playing. And I think I have seen him playing this hero quite a lot before. So GPK, I mean, he obviously plays a lot of heroes at the mid. Fortunately, it won't be time for one of his Ember games or Storm Spirit.
Radiant team back. 10 seconds remaining.
Viper. Viper is going to be the pickup against the Huskar. I mean, that's fairly good. It's a fairly good counter to the Huskar. Matches his aggression. Another Toxin cancels out his passives. Generally, when you're playing against Viper, you want to be able to get in and out of the fights. Huskar only goes in. He doesn't come out. Yes, you can giggle like a teenager with that joke if you want to. If you're very immature, go ahead, have your couple of minutes. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a problem for Huskar. You know, once he goes in, he tends to want to either just sit there and attacking someone, not really run around the fight, trying to not be a Nether Toxin, which unfortunately probably going to be the situation versus this Viper. So a fairly strong pickup by Gambit here, and yeah, we just saw the effectiveness the Viper can have. So clearly, Gambit want to make it work just the same way as positive guys did.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Alrighty, so Lycan banned out and tied along with it as well. Interesting tide ban, actually. That's one I really kind of didn't expect Gambit to be playing with, but in retrospect, I guess it would be pretty good. It would make them too cooldown dependent though, so I don't really think I'd want to see it. Lycan, meanwhile, I can definitely understand that. And I can still see something like a Bloodseeker coming out from Flowers, just going full tempo, and see if they can just run Gambit down. It's always an option, especially when you're kind of the underdog team. Just going for something where you just kind of bring the game's tone down to a really kind of scrappy level, and then you might be able to just kind of sneak out a victory by opponents into fighting you all the time. And it's really fun, so I can always recommend that. But Gambit are going to sew things shut with a Sand King pickup here. Very similar drafts from this last game, actually. Well, similar heroes, but different teams.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, this Void doesn't have much to combo with, but of course, so when inside that Chrono, I mean, actually, they do have a lot to combo with. They do. You can throw arrows into there. You can throw Crystal Maiden spells into there. She can throw out a Freezing Field. Viper can dump in Nether Toxin as well. Sand King can jump. There's so much they can pull out here. And the final pickup of the game. Well, I said Flowers were going to try and make them turn it into a fighting game, turn it into violence, but that is not quite the truth. Naga Siren is going to be the final pickup of this game, and that is going to be Ush mid Naga. Interesting. Interesting indeed. And don't forget, last game, Flowers kind of had an abrupt ending to the game, as Ush did die twice on the Ember Spirit, and then basically just call GG well played and leave. hopefully they've got that sorted, you know, emotions in check. Slightly worried about that. You know, you don't really want that happening, especially when the game wasn't quite over yet. I mean, it was going badly, obviously, but it wasn't over. So hopefully that was just a lapse and Goddamn's managed to get his team under control. So game number 1, Gambit versus Flowers. It's a decent Naga game. It's not a fantastic Naga game, to be honest with you. The Viper counters it pretty well. Throw down another Toxin and she's not going to be Riptide, in which usually eliminates most of the kill threat those illusions will have. Void is pretty good versus Naga. I mean, she can sing on the outside of Chrono, so in that respect, Naga's pretty good. Plus, she's got decent armor, so it's kind of hard for Void to kill her off. And it's hard to Chrono the correct one, obviously. Tanking, you know, AoE stuns. They've got plenty of AoE stuns and slows and damage out to make sure they can catch the real Siren. It just depends how much space they can give her. And split the map out and really be annoying, and definitely be a big factor in this game. Ashlow had a weird puppy kind of floating alongside him. Not normal, but okay. Not what puppies do.
Now,
Well, let's go. Game
nice knowing.
number 1 between Gambit and the Flowers.
Prepare for battle.
We'll start things off with Naga Siren by Team Flower. And Team Gambit, they'll go with the Viper. The Void. This Void been very, very popular amongst a lot of people, and he's been having a huge success rate. In fact, I'm excited to see a lot of the stats from these qualifiers, because I think a lot of these teams
Have learned nothing. From the night.
will be very, very close with one another. And I think this Void is going to have a really, really high win rate. Oh, good luck, good luck. Oh, Gambit's so nice. Lovely boys. They were raised well, weren't they? I'm what? FHLG. I guess that's good luck, have fun backwards, but
30 seconds to battle.
alright, FNG's but being an edgy. Being a bit edgy as Dream starts to trade with Goddamn, but decides better off it as the door is behind him, and he's got this Curse of Avernus leveled up early on. Look at this slow. If he right-clicks him here, look at the slow. He should cut. Oh, no, he gave up. Disgusting. FNG might come down to fight Sadoy for the rune here. Yeah, Sadoy's chasing him up the hill, and there's that slow coming through. Boy, he's going to claim this bounty rune for himself. FNG doesn't really want to throw his life away trying to grab a bounty rune, which he might not even get. Meanwhile, down at bottom, let's actually go down to the Marana.
Ours all along.
Must have landed an arrow or something. I'm not really too sure what went down there. Well, Venge actually TP's into mid as well. That's interesting. Shouldn't she be bottom? Well, I guess she wants Huskar just to first take the first wave under tower. Get his level 2 up, but there's been a bit of blocking going on, so Arrow's not like totally safe here. Arrow comes in from behind, and Avan just explodes the creeps outwards. As Venge, yeah, he just wants the Huskar to get level 2 all by himself, so he's backing out for the time being. Should be able to grab these creeps under tower now. Doubling up. Coming on under. Not on it. Taking a stun. And yeah, he's not even going to get level 2. So I don't really know what that was. I'm really confused. Honestly. Not TPs to mid and then kind of willies around in the jungle for a while, then finally makes his way over. Don't get it, but nevertheless, let's get back into the game. Marana, he's harassing from the trees, being normal Marana things. Oh, arrow didn't. Meanwhile, at mid, Ush he's having an okay time. I mean, this Nether Toxin really good at dealing with the Naga Siren illusions I mentioned before. You know, even taking Riptide out of the equation is just annoying, constant damage. But they're surviving for the time being and allowing Ush to have a fairly decent lane, and she's even going to go up and try and get this sentry ward down here. Huh. Yes. Thought there was a rune here. A ward here, sorry. There is not. There is no ward at mid lane, so, you know. You don't usually ward up when you're against a melee hero, right? Unless you want to see rotations. But that's too much. I'm really confused why I was so convinced there was a ward there, but there we go. The proc, needs a proc. Oh, Viper actually almost gave it to him there, but almost gave him the creep. Gosh, struggling. 8-1 right now. I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky for Nagasaran to last hit without her. Wow, Vengeful Spirit just turning up on GPK. Like, what up, dude? But takes so much damage from the poison. Literally half health him less just from coming in and doing some damage to the Viper. But you know, at least you built Nagasaran some time. That's the important thing. And Ush a little bit more space. Venge seems to be playing between the two lanes, playing both bottom and mid. Neither of them are winning right now, so I'm a little bit concerned about that. I guess when you look at it arbitrarily, the Huskar does have more CS than the Sand King, but Mirana's got some as well, and there's a lot of damage coming through into the Huskar. He's not going to have a salve for a very long time either, because this Nagasaran needs Courier pretty badly, so... I mean, it is a Huskar, though. He's got the passive health regen. Pretty safe to just... Strike's gonna land, but the stun as well. Also coming onto the Huskar here, but he's just not really taking any damage. The Sandstorm just doing very, very little. What's playing on such low HP? Naga is suffering now. Now there's 3 points in Nether Toxin. Her illusions aren't going to be surviving very long. She's not going to be surviving very long. Yeah, this is... I think this might turn into GPK's lane, but, I mean, Naga can probably jungle pretty shortly as well. She's got a third Wraith Band queued up, which suggests very much that she's going to be paying that jungle. Is it any stacks? She hasn't done any stacks. And I'm not sure Viper's going to let her. Yeah, that's another Toxin onto the creeps for Viper here, and he's going to take this camp. Wow, this is obnoxious. He's just farming this in front of her face. She's like, that's what I wanted to do. GPK is likes it on them. Meanwhile, up in the top, we haven't actually looked at the dot lane at all, but this is Dream and FNG on the Void and on the Crystal Maiden, laning up versus Sadoy and Goddamn. And Sadoy, I mean, he's a Baden. He can silence a Void, so keeping him out of lane is possible. But at the same time, you know, with the support here from Void, it's a fine lane. He should win it.
Radiant's middle tower.
Didn't even want to make stacks. As if GPK needed more health. Money. As if GPK needed more money. They might even give it to the Void, but I doubt it. I think this is Viper stack. Meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit in some trouble, but managed to make it over to the shrine. But Naga will save the day. Ooh, that was very close. Mirana landing the arrow, but not quite finding the kill. You know, Huskar just happily ignoring everybody down here at bottom. He's doing much better than I thought, considering, you know, the Venge hasn't been there that often, at least when we've been like, wow, Venge has no items, but there's a courier bringing boots and some observers, making that inventory look a little bit more full.
Bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, just popping the salve and tanking the tower.
Radiant's middle tower is
Let's
under
push on.
attack.
Ooh, Willow. Actually, probably spotted the Mirana there, I think. Yeah, the arrow comes out. It's actually caught, but he manages to get off that Shadow Realm, but still taking a lot of damage here inside the Nether Toxin. Look at that. They're just melting through Goddamn here, and another Nether Toxin is going to spell the end of Willow. Well, Barra's going to have a go at trying to defend this middle lane, but, I mean, the Catapult might just finish the job here as Barra goes in for GPK. GPK TPing out, is successful in doing so, gets himself back to the shrine. And a quick heal up. And probably back to the middle lane, I would guess. They're actually denying this one, so it's a 6-minute tower mid. Pressure is pretty berserk. Rana, though, 3 wards in her hands right now. She really wants to get busy here, but...
Radiant's bottom tower
He's
is under
Huskar.
attack.
She was waiting for that. She was waiting for him to life break over to her. Still, I mean, it's a pretty value nuke for him. You know, he gets rid of his own health, which he
Radiant's
likes,
bottom
and
tower
gets
is
rid of
under
hers.
attack.
With our 2 kills up on Gambit, but all things pretty even. I mean, it's a pretty big lead for Gambit. They've kind of crushed, not crushed all 3 lanes, but they've done pretty well on all 3 lanes. There's a slight victory on all 3 lanes, so I'm just saying, if you're looking at this on Dota buff, it wouldn't look very good. You know, it'd just be win lane 1, lane 1, lane 1, but it's not that bad. We'll see how much this Nagasiren can recover in the jungle. She's actually recovering in the enemy jungle right now where they won't expect her to be. FNG's going to find her though, and I don't imagine he's going to be particularly happy, but there comes the song and the TP. But the arrow's going to connect! Oh, Mirana was there, and the tip comes through, and Nagasiren can do nothing but die. Oh, dearie me. 3 heroes just hanging around here. Yeah, no biggie. No problems. That is going to be a free kill for Gambit. And they get the song out of it as well. I mean, this means that, you know, not only is the Nagasiren dead, but she can't farm like this again. Meanwhile, Shashlo, he is getting caught out a little bit, but gets a kill before he goes down. So full credit to him. Gets a little, and he gets what? How? How the hell did he get denied from that? What? The how? He was ages away from the creeps. Did one just like follow him? Thanks, Hellbear. That wasn't even the Hellbear smash. That was a little Hellbear which came all the way out to him just to give him that little doink. Finished the job. Hope example was watching Zayats as Mirana because he could have learnt a thing or two. Oh, they might find Ush again here. Yeah, FNG sees it. She's immediately found the real one as well. Is not doing a good job of hiding it. And if the Nether Toxin coming down, Ush is just getting destroyed in the trees. This is not good. Mirana being hunted across the map. She screams out the laughter, but I think we know that inside she is crying. Meanwhile, down at bottom, they kill Shashlo again, and this time he doesn't get a kill or denied. So finally they get revenge for earlier. Meanwhile, Sadoy having a little fiddle with Dream. Dream, though, doesn't like to be fiddled, as he will tell you. Now, Bird Time is leveled up. Doesn't actually have to use it, though. Right, doesn't get attacked by anything. Meanwhile, Ekanat found in the jungle by Mirana. Gets rid of the D-Ward as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Up on 10 minutes. And the bounty runes. I mean, Flower's going to get 2, so, you know, that's quite value for them. And the Huskard's actually doing pretty well. He's going to get himself a Armored of Morgigian. And that's going to allow him to fight. So this is actually going to be an item they can play around. Huskar will probably be the strongest hero, but the difference in the teams is pretty great as Baden's absorbing a lot of hate here. He's actually managed to absorb both a Chronosphere and a Viper Strike. He should still be going down here as the poison is ticking away at him, but GPK is in a really weird position. He is in super deep with the Huskar jumping in. Not sure you want to do this one, my friend. They're pushing back the Viper, trying to get rid of this Berserker's blood with the Nether Toxin, but GPK, he's dropping, but he gets 1 kill and can't get the second, but still will go down. A pretty big win for Flower, I would say, and they're actually going to be able to get FNG as well here as a stun connects. And Goddamn will be credited for the kill, but Dream comes in from behind, taking down Ekanat, and Zample coming in as well. He's looking for Zadoy. He's going to find this one also, but Goddamn can finish him as well. Dream's on top, though, chasing down the Willow. Does he have the catch? He does not. He can't find the speed, and the time lock will not be there. The Dream will back himself out for the time being, but be happy with what he's managed to get. But he was the big winner from this fight. He is the one that didn't go down. Well, Huskar died. Pretty much everybody died except him, and the other core, Ush, has been farming up in this time as well, which he desperately needed some time to go and hit some creeps, which he's now gotten. I want to see him sending these neutrals to like weird places. And by neutrals, I of course mean his illusions. I want to see him sending his illusions like up to, you know, here on the map, you know, just spread them out, get them messing up the lanes, and get kind of Gambit uncomfortable with how they're playing this, because, ooh. Nice little pick off there from the Willow. Oh no, the stun stacking with the fear though, that's not the right play, and with the damage following through, goddamn, they're not going to be able to finish him off, and they actually pop the shrine for him as well, so Willow will get healed up nicely. Alright, so mean, Gambit, they could have done more with this laning phase, I feel. You've kind of given yourselves... I mean, you know, we know this game is on a timer for them. They're on the they're against Naga Siren. Huskar is definitely going to be trying to make the space for Naga to farm up. And he has now finished this armlet and double bracer build. He's going to go for the power treads next. He should be scary. And if they can kill Shashlo here, that'd be a lot of value for them. But he just about catches them out. There is dust available, but he's baiting them in. He's going for this one, going for the epicenter through both and able to get the kill into Ekenahart. What a player, Shashlo. They try to kill him, and he just kills them instead. 3-on-1.
Radiant's top tower is
Now the Moonlight Shadow. They know they don't have the vision. Doy is the one who's seen on the front lines the arrow. Ooh, Barra stops walking. Don't know if he saw it, but definitely very, very close to falling there.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, Nagasaran farmed, which is a good thing for the Radiant. Void also farming up a little bit, but not quite to the same extent. Meanwhile, down at bottom, they're going on to the Huskar now, but the Huskar gets swapped out to safety, so they'll just bring down the Venge again. No problems at all. Meanwhile, Shashlo, he's taken some hits, but really wants to stay inside the Sandstorm. Stuns up his teammate. Meanwhile, Willow, getting held still by the Atos, tries to come in with a fear. Is able to do so, but the poison damage is ticking her away, but she's just about able to survive. Corrosive Skin doing so much work, nearly walking into the Nether Toxin again. Playing around it very close here. As in goes example, getting that borrowed time, but also getting a lot of damage to the Burrow Strike through onto 2. Can they finish off the Huskar? They need a little bit more in their tank, and they just don't have it. The Huskar survives, walks himself away with the armlet. And Gambit, they're left wanting right now. Okay, so Doy, that might have been a bit of a mistake there, buddy. His borrowed time runs out, and he's still pretty much on the front lines, right in front of Gambit, and they can get the easy jump onto him, so at least they find something, but still they would have liked a little bit more for that one, but Sidoi, no small target. Well, I mean, Naga's farming, but I don't know, I feel like... I don't want to be rude, but I feel like there could be much more efficiency going on with Naga here. She's, not really microing or you know, using these illusions to go and get a farm anywhere else. She's just playing in the one area of the map. I feel like it's a big mistake when you're playing. Like, they're going to go for a play onto the Void here, and, well, they've got him locked down. He's just got to throw down the Chronosphere. He doesn't care. See you later, boys. Still taking a lot of hits, but maybe okay.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Huskar just happily farming away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Cannot seize them, but is able to grab this bounty rune. Might have just given his life for this one as he pops the dust going up onto the high ground. FNG wants to chase him though, but they're actually changing their target to the face of the Void.
Dire's top tower has
They don't have Chronosphere though. This feels like a bit of an optimistic gank as the Fear lands just onto the Sand King. Moonlight Shadow comes out as well. Viper trying to just face tank with Huskar right now, but he's going to be able to bring them both down, and he's absolutely fine as well. Viper is just completely okay. Shashlo just tears that fight apart with the Burrow Strike and the Epicenter. Nagasaran sings much too late. Gets herself away at the very least, and she's going to keep on trying to farm up as best she can. Ultimate Orb. Going to be Manta first again, you know, that just farm expediting item. Much more so than other heroes with the Nagasaran. PK still on top of Sidoi. Sidoi's in the trees. He's got the borrowed time, but I mean, GPK, he's juked pretty hard, but FNG's waiting on the other side, so there goes the borrowed time, and they'll keep chasing him for a second round, but it looks like he's gone. See you later, boys. Chris Maiden throwing out the stun a little bit early there and just giving the Baden a get out of jail free card. Micro illusions being played with.
Haste.
There's pings on top. They want to go for goddamn here. Do they have a Chronosphere? No. So, what's the plan here, huh? She's just going to TP you out. Oh, nothing they could do about that. See you later, Dark Willow. Ah, Vengeful Spirit. Well, she can't quite do the same thing. Yeah. You know, I got some damage onto the tier 1 at mid. I mean, I guess we can put it down to creating a space. I mean, Naga's wrestling for the top net worth position now, so and she's also picked up this Manta.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, stuff like this, you know, I feel like you should use that Manta before you TP in order to have some farm coming out in the top lane and then also farm bottom lane. That's what we usually see from Naga Siren, so I don't know why Ush isn't doing that though. There's a swap into the Naga Siren and she's got the net available and they'll just be able to gang up on the Sand King and that boy is taken out of here. And I believe that was an ultimate he just tried to use there as well. So Shasha trying to be aggressive as the Chrono Spear comes down. They managed to bring down the Vengeful Spirit in the side of this one as FNG goes to town. But Sadoy, he actually gets off the... Oh, big arrow connecting on Sadoy. There is going to be no savior for Abaddon this time. And now they've also managed to catch out the Dark Willow as well. She's just stuck in the Poison Dream. He's looking for more, but Ush gets herself back. Does have the song in 10 seconds, but wasn't able to save any of her teammates in that engagement. 3 heroes dead on the side of Flowers and Gambit. Feeling very good about things right now.
Structures are fortified.
And he's not been involved in a huge amount of engagements. I think he wants his BKB before he turns up to any more fights. He is getting controlled up pretty badly. I mean, they've got a lot of stuns. As I said before, you know, they've got a lot to control him up in this game. Comes out. Vengeful Spirit, though, has to be careful. She's backing herself around and does do a good job on trying to avoid the damage in this one. But now, oh, the double stun coming through onto the Nether Toxin as well, and they just disappear. Example is there as well, just with the Starstorm to help with the damage. And that's 2 heroes dropped like rocks. I mean, they can look towards mid now for sure. They can probably take this tower. Void's making his way over. He's ready to help him out as well. Has that Hyperstone, has the Maelstrom. This tower will not be lasting very long. Ush, though, he's also doing a good amount of work with himself here. Just pushing out all these illusions, pushing towers, making some space. GPK, not really interested. He knows he's got the song, so it's just not really worth trying to go for kill here. FNG sees him. FNG could be in trouble, though. FNG is going to be in trouble, in fact, but she's going to try and let it go. Naga Siren now using the song, but that's a lot of poison stacked up on Ush. I'm not sure he's getting away from this one, Mirana. No, he's able to get a TP. Needed to wait just a second longer to see if the movement of the song stopped, but that was a very big ask indeed. Coming up on minute 20. Bounty runes. Void can grab a couple, and actually, yeah, that'll all be Gambits. Meanwhile, oh my god, they see the Crystal Maiden with the Wave of Terror, and they are terrified. That is a very aptly named spell right now, as the FNG is. Oh no, I cannot catch us a full duration. She's stunned forever and a day. FNG gonna contribute to holding us still, as in comes a Viper to evaporate the Venge. Ekenart wants to buy herself a little bit more time, but go down, she is gonna do. Meanwhile, Dream, oh no, Dream finds a huge Chronosphere in the bottom lane and kills off Ush. That is a hero you can't have dying right now, as he was looking towards getting a Diffusal, and Diffusal would have meant the opportunity to fight, but now it's just not really happening. Meanwhile, Shashlo sitting on top of Dark Willow. Senses something is amiss with the Force and heads down to bottom instead. There's this ward just spotting out everything here. Gambit, not quite sure how they're going to lose this one. How can they lose this one? I mean, there's still opportunity. It's not that big a deal. I mean, there's still opportunity for the Naga Siren to pick up that Diffusal, and you know she can destroy heroes. There's definitely a timer on the game, but Gambit just so ahead of the timer. It feels like they have a Void, and it's 21 minutes in. They're just smacking down on tier 2s. Ekenart making his way over. Bush coming in from behind as well. Looks a bit like Shadow though. Viper though not going to be helped with that because he's in the net right now. And look at the damage coming out onto him. That's what I was talking about. You do have to be scared at the same time. Ush isn't particularly healthy either. In comes a Willow. They really want to fight this one right now. Voiceless Void is unable to do anything as GPK is just picked off behind. So really kind of half-assed attempt there from Gambit. And they catch both FNG and Dream inside this song. I'm not too sure what the play is right now, as it just felt a little bit messy and uncommunicated here. As Dream now looks towards the Doi, but Well, oh, Ekinard actually gets killed off by example as well. So it's Gambit who have lost, who've gotten a kill from this. The arrow won't connect onto anybody as Crystal Maiden just going to let it go under the shrine right now. And they're trying to fight up into this, but they've got more than enough damage just to take them both out. Ush and Sadoy killed while shrining. They bait them in perfectly, Gambit, and know they have the damage to rip through them both. Huskar trying to take the front lines now. He's got that armlet, but he doesn't have a BKB just yet, so he's feeling a little bit underwhelming. FNG wants to come in and see if he can just bait forwards. He's got a frostbite to throw at him as well. Now FNG will certainly do that. Look at him playing around with Barrow right now. FNG's like, come on, you want it, big boy, come and get me, but he will not. And FNG able to stare his killer in the face as Huskar is unable to bring down the Crystal Maiden, which is a sentence you do not want to be saying if you're casting any kind of game. The Huskar fails to bring down the Crystal Maiden. It's a worrying state of affairs for Flowers as Sand King jumps forwards, finding Ekinard. Ekinard taking a lot of damage from this Shashlo right now. No one's with Shashlo though. So doesn't convert into a kill. And actually, with the time Huskar made by just throwing his body into the fight, Ush is able to respawn and come back in. So he can keep on sending out illusions all day. But ooh, that was close. I don't even know if that mantle was deliberate. I'm not even sure, but Shashlo's still chasing. The bow strike is there. Examples on top of him as well. I mean, they have a chronosphere if they really want to use it. He doesn't have the Song of the Siren. A lot of all chats put out, but none of them were GG well played. Like he's okay for now, but last time we saw this, Ush did end up tilting afterwards, so hopefully Ush is keeping it together. Come on, buddy. It's a tough one, and aggression is certainly coming out heavily from Gambit. I'm not sure how much is left in this game for Flower right now, but normally, you know, before I was pretty confident, but now with the Nagasaran dying a bunch of times in a row, it's really just not feeling great as the Doi instantly pops down with the borrowed time there. The thing is, they don't have much push on Gambit, you know, that is the thing, right? Like, Ekinard wants to just pop some smoke. He saw the smoke and wants to pop it. Meanwhile, Roshan is sitting here completely undefiled the entire game. Barbo is pushing out bottom. He's still looking for this BKB. He should have it soon-ish. I mean, that could maybe be a time they can fight. I mean, I don't know. Feels awkward.
Radiant are scanning.
Can't see him Dream or Dream sees Ekinard. Not quite sure which way around that was. I think Dream popped the smoke. It was like, oh god, they're smoked, run away. But then it's like, oh, it's actually just revenge. Of course it is. You can tell he wants to go for Rush here. He sees this guy pushing up top and he's like, Can I get a kill? Can I get a free kill onto the enemy carry? Oh, let's see if he's baited. Keeping his cool, even in the most intensive situations. Not really the most intensive situations. He's in now. Does he go for it? Yes, he does, and he gets the right one. Naga Siren, she should have known better than to try and duke out Dream. And Ush is going to go down again as a BKB pop from the Void just to make sure that song didn't come through, but it didn't even get off as he did find the bash. But how was he to know? As you carry dead again. Oh, Huskar. He doesn't have the BKB. It is so soon until it is up, and then we'll use the Fearless Buy again. A little bit more time. And then, oh, okay. The Lotus Orb swap. Just for the good memes. Alright, here we go. BKB completed on the Huskar. Still Nagasaran unable to finish off that diffusal, but, you know, she's getting there. What? Okay. Not sure what Ekinard was doing out there, but now they don't have Ekinard, so the potential defense is becoming more or less a pipe dream now. Flying into this one as well, and they both lose health as they're drawn in towards one another with the Lotus Orb there. Let's get the Viper Strike out. They draw in a couple of spells. I mean, maybe they can look to re-engage or something here. Yeah, they're going to push forwards. Gambit, though, they recognize the situation they're in, and they're just trying to back themselves away. Being very, very respectful of Flowers currently. Sadoy being respectful of nobody. He's just charging into them right now. FNG, oh, he's going for it. He's making it rain snow. Yeah, I know it's just called Snow, but Dreams actually managed to go on the backlines and kill off Ush, and now he's looking to TP into the fight and kill off some other heroes as well. They jump upon Shashlo. Shashlo taking damage. Barba with the BKB. Shashlo killed off. Gotta go back towards GPK as well, so it's actually not so bad right now as Gambit have lost one. Flower not completely empty-handed. Ush is dead though. And they've killed off two, and FNG died as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Not completely miserable right now as the arrow thrown in, but well dodged out. Huskar's going for the Dragon Lance next, just wants a little bit of extra range in these fights, which makes sense to be honest. It also gives you the slight possibility that in some situations you can fire off into Chronosphere, but I think it's much more just having a lot more to play around. Meanwhile, Sadoi run down in lane. Dream doing whatever he wants currently. BKB now off cooldown as well, so he's not even got that to worry about. At least Ush doesn't have to worry about being chronoed, I guess. Like the third time in a row. And hey, Diffusal finished off. Going for this Reaver next. Help them tank up a bit. Help them care a little bit less about the Chronosphere. Yeah, Gambit, they're looking for some timings, I think. They're looking for the... Maybe Roshan? I mean, Roshan hasn't been taken yet. I don't know why, but... UPK, very, very close. There's the Yagnims coming out for him. Maybe that's what they're after. Definitely means that these longer fights are now going to favor them much, much more. Getting multiple Viper strikes off per fight is kind of insane. 12-second cooldown. Blasting out bottom lane. Look at this man go. What does Morana have, by the way? Oh yeah, she's going for the Lotus.
Shadows take us.
I mean, it's been very effective so far as there's a Moonlight Shadow top lane, but I'm not too sure what that was about. Yeah, but this map belongs to them. Flower barely able to get out of their base and just take some lanes, really.
Radiant are scanning.
Here we go. Finally, the Roche attempt is coming in. Faceless Void with an Aegis. I mean, I'm not even sure you give it to Void, to be honest. This guy is so huge. Yeah, it doesn't have that much effective HP, I guess. I mean, 20 armor is kind of insane. FNG could be dead here. Yeah, FNG is absolutely dead, so... He just... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Okay, alright. FNG nearly gets a kill there, actually. And FNG just buys back, because their base is currently being sieged. Dream, happy still on the front lines here. He's got a Chronosphere if you come too close as well, so don't anger the beast. EPK just trying to ward them back. Look at these nether toxins. Meanwhile, FNG making his way back to his team. Oh, the long arrow catches onto the Huskar. This could be the go they're looking for, but they're holding back still for now. Very passive push from Gambit. Dream can man to this should he want to. Oh, gets low dissolved, and then he goes onto the Huskar straight away, trying to bring down him, but it's in the 5, pushing him back and disarming the Void for now. Gonna finish off these range rack, it looks like. Gotta be careful not to give too many flaming spears. Void goes in deep, goes to the Chrono, manages to catch the Abaddon in it as well, but the Song and the swap saves the day, but now he's still landing onto Abaddon, but Faceless Void is really out of position right now, but he does have a BKB and a Time Walker, just flies himself back and does just finish off that range back very casually right now. As Huskar trying to go in deep, and he pops a BKB, going in deep for GPK, but Dream's on right behind him, needs to find some backs here and is able to do so, and now with the Vibe Strike on him as well, I don't think he's going to get much done inside that BKB. Arrow connects as well, just for good luck, as Example trying to play around with Goddamn in the back lines, but it's Gambit on the front lines to have taken down the kills. Ekenal and Sadoi already thrown into the bin, Goddamn trying to get himself away, he's going to go for the TP out. Meanwhile, Ush is on the front lines trying to find a fight, but it's just not happening. Ush is taken down as well. The Nagasaran is dropped, and there's your GG. Well played. Oh dear. I mean, it kind of felt like Flowers had a bit of a game plan here, but they just get a little bit butchered. I think Ush dying so many times in a row just towards the kind of late mid-game really made it hard for them, and it just kind of cut off any chances they had of winning. And once that Nagasaran starts dying so much, I mean, what's your idea? You know, we can look at the player net worth graph and see pretty much as expected. You know, the Nagasaran feels like, oh yeah, I'm here. Oh, okay, she sold all her items at the end as well for some reason. So, you know, just Ush things. Yep. Okay. I'm not sure she had them when she died at the end there. I think, yeah, looks like died and then sold them. I'm not too sure. It doesn't really matter though, does it? The game was already over at that point. So there you go. Flowers will lose and Gambit go one game ahead. This is a best of 2 series, so still the opportunity to Flowers to draw things out by winning game number 2. But man, it's going to be hard. I mean, Gambit are looking sharp and Flowers are looking blunt. But hopefully they can bring a pencil sharpener to the next game and make themselves look a little bit fancier next time around. I know it's no matter. I'm going to take a quick break and then we're going to be back with game number 2 between Flowers and Gambit Esports to finish off the day here in the CIS Qualifiers Group B. Do hope you come and join me. See you shortly.